Greetings, everyone. This is for tonight's channeling session. Right on 8 o'clock. Look at that. We do have your questions on that webpage. We'll try to get to them all. Sorry about that. We're working on it. We're doing the best we can here. Sorry about that. If you don't get your question answered, feel free to keep reposting. I know it becomes frustrating. As for private sessions, I'm still wary on that right now. That's in the future. I have to get a better place where I can do that during the day. Here I can't. We'll see how it goes. In the future, definitely, but not sure when. Tonight is strange. I kind of already know what we're going to get into. I'm not going to do requests right now because I received messages from a Neptune entity, and also there's more, and I can't remember. There's something else. Oh yeah, okay, that was it. There's Neptune. There's a species from Neptune, so we'll just go right into that, and a frog entity that's standing right next to me. I know that sounds insane, but anyway. And for all of you that are not believing reptilians, well, they do exist. They keep visiting me all the time. I don't want to go into details. Trust me, they exist. Well, they might not show themselves to you, but I don't think you really want them to do that. And these are not the friendly ones. These are the unfriendly ones. But of course, we channel the friendly one. But anyway, this one just wanted to show that they're in control and you can't. Trying to be a bully, I guess. So, but anyway, that's okay. Send him love, and well, he's still there. But anyway, very strange. Is there anything else? We'll try to get your questions. This is Neptune entity. Don't know anything. We know a little bit about what's going to come through. It's about our ascension process. And it came through, I think, Friday night after the channeling. So they're just an entity that wants to be known. So we will see how that goes. And hopefully you can hear me. Okay, good. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how this frog one goes in the Neptune one before I take requests. So thank you all for coming, as always. Would someone like to do a blessing before we begin?
Sure, I'll do one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was. Yes, that was very positive. I'm not sure what they said, but. Anyway. Oh, and might as well say this. Yes, this frog entity. We'll channel this one second. Or first. We'll see how it goes. It's like a 6-foot frog from this world, not from somewhere else. It's standing right next to me. Every time it's like, what is this real? Is this really happening? I keep getting an indication that it is, so it's curious. So I don't know if he's even going to come through. So okay, I'll catch you guys later. Greetings to all of you. I am Dorsey. That's not matter. Dorsey. I am from Neptune. I bring many greetings to you and many messages. I am not permitted really to channel through this one, such as there are ones that wish not for this communication to occur. These are the ones of your negative realm do not wish this information to get out because this contains history of your world. But that is their problem. Greetings all of you. I am a humanoid from Neptune. I am not on the planet. I am on one of its moons. The name is not important right now because that discloses where we are. We do travel to Saturn's moon, Pluto, and there's much going on Pluto that might be of interest to many of you. This is information that is somewhat, it is sacred, but you are moving at a speed, at your group, and those that are open to this information, this is fine. For those that do not believe in this, that is their problem, and who cares what they think. You are mature. Those in this group and those that are listening are mature enough to have an open mind, which we respect very much. Not all information is always going to be 100% correct, because some entities have their way of doing things, have their perspective. So you're always going to get different perspectives. And our perspective will help your, let's see, shine a light on some mystery things on your world. Such as this planet, yes, that exploded in that was destroyed in your solar system. I have to even remind myself. Maldek, yes. I do not have all download within my soul being. I can only download so much into channelers to this channel. I will be quick with my information overload or download or whatever you wish. Overload. Yes, some of your news organizations use overload, so I will use the same techniques or whatever. It's not better. I am humanoid. I am of a yellowish skin. Us from Neptune are bluish, green sometimes. We were very peaceful. We were 4D, 5D. Our world, we wish not to go into totally details of our history. But as I was saying, this planet that was incinerated by reptilians that were very manipulative, and those of, I already forgot the name. I have to leave this up too so I can remember. Maldek. Those of Maldek were actually very arrogant. They were very powerful, but also very closed-minded and arrogant. They were very powerful and peaceful, but they have arrogance. And this is where your arrogance on your world comes from. It was a planet not exactly like yours, but it was similar in many ways. They felt they were superior to many, but they were very loving to each other and other species. Of course, reptilians thought they were going to outsmart them, and which they did, which led to their planet's destruction. And many on Maldek reincarnated on Mars. That is correct. And of course, Mars was affected by, yes, this is true, by Maldek's fragments from its planet did affect Mars to a certain degree. It did not take it out. It did not destroy its atmosphere, but it did not help much. And there was much corruption going on Mars, but not. It was mostly within its governments, within a small part, but which was enough where it was become threatening to other species. The reason I'm bringing this up is because many on Maldek reincarnated on your world. So many who are arrogant on your world brought this, and they're very stubborn. They're very nice, but they are very stubborn-minded. They are very kind. Many are. Many are part of your religious groups now. They once they get a certain mindset, that it is impossible to bring them out. Much of this is Maldek's mentality. As I said, a lot of them are very kind, but they are very stubborn in their thinking. The reason I'm bringing this information up is because it's part of your ascension process to wake them up, which will be nearly impossible for this information to become believable to them. But at least you will know about this. Oh yes, there's one. Yes, I have. Yes, we found this. Your communications here are very fascinating. We should just give it a go, even if there's many who wishes us to be extinct. There are only a few of us around in your solar system. A few hundred. I would say a few hundred right now. That is fine. We travel your universe. We bring much information to many species. We are connected with your group figure. We do speak to them. It is not well known, but we are fine with what they're working on. It's very fascinating to us. We are very impressed by their connection with your world and progress of what is happening. It's very fascinating. Oh yes, I have many things to say. One thing though, what does our world have to do with yours? When we go into the history of your world, understand that when our world our experience on our planet was much technology, much science oriented, and as drama became known in the solar system, such a reptilian presence, you could say we closed shop in many ways. Our experiences, we sort of brought it to an end. But this was not in your ancient times. This was actually during your, one moment, we connect. During your 1500s is when our world pretty much came to we pretty much exhausted our experiences on our world. Mainly because your world is becoming, not with say a menace, but becoming very popular. And it was bringing much attention, and we were getting attention that we did not really encourage. So as our world came to a decline, as we are still around, what you must know is that when your world goes into 4D, when it's finally where it should have been back in Atlantis times, which is funny, many planets will come back to life, such as Saturn is one. Venus, obviously, Venus will most likely become a second Earth because those in 3D and your world wish not to let go of this. That is a possibility. Definitely a possibility for this. That is being prepared for this, but it is not a definite. It is, as things are going right now, it seems most likely. Because your third density, those that wish to stay in this third density will continue it for a very long time. They wish to continue this cycle, and that is fine. As for why you would want to do that, that is their business, but many of us has this, why would you want to, anyway. There are many lessons to learn in 3D, and we understand why many would want to be part of this. And we also see those in 3D will stay in 3D and will most likely move to another planet. That is definitely up in the air right now. If that is so, their ascension will be very slow. Be like a turtle or tortoise. I'm not trying to insult a tortoise, but it'd be very slow. But it'll be intriguing to see where they head. But those that are awake right now, you will move into 4th density. You wish it already. We feel this. We feel that you are open for first contact. You are ready for the ships to come down. We understand this. You have love and compassion for us. We have love and compassion for you and those that wish nothing to do with us. So much contact will be open during this. Yes, I have much information. I'm going as quickly as I can so you can ask questions. But I have much to say to help you understand. Yes, I was listening earlier. This is true. We gave this one a download, this conduit a download. Yes, it is true that once your world is ready for 4D, completely ready, its mass will increase. Two sizes of Jupiter is possibility for that, but it will be a larger planet. It will go through many transformations. And you will be a lighter being anyway. You'll be in fourth density. So you'll be a lighter. So it will go into a huge rehaul of cleansings, and your Mother Earth will finally get a break. She will obviously stay within this world and advance along with all of you and feel a release of these troubled times that you are currently in. She can finally breathe, let's put it this way. And she's going to be around for a very long time as far as we know. Yes. Yes, and many moons will be added to your planet also. It helps with your ascension process, and additional knowledge, your air will change also, the oxygen rate will change. The terrain will change. Much will change. Much of your structures will be more natural than they are right now. They are not so natural. There is more, but I think that's all I have. Yes, I must have talked all your ears off. You're probably all asleep right now.
Welcome to planet Earth, dear one, dear Dorsey. Thanks for all this info. But would like to ask you something. What is this Nordic thing about? I didn't get it. The Nordic. You are Nordic. You are from Neptune.
Yes.
But what is the Nordic part? I'm not sure about this.
Nordic? I don't remember mentioning Nordics.
You didn't?
No.
How did I get it?
Neptune.
Okay.
I am from Neptune. I am humanoid. I have gold skin.
Gold, yellow, yeah. And how's your looks? Your facial looks?
6 foot tall. My eyes are larger than yours. I am slightly Pleiadian.
Okay, that makes sense.
We also have cat-like features also.
All right.
We are
all right, I passed the mic.
Yes.
Okay, Stephen, go ahead. Thank you.
Hello, Dorsey.
Yes.
How are you?
I am fine. There is much conversation going on here. Not in your realm, in mine. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was just wondering, when you talk about you having a knowledge of our planet, our history, as far as I know, this Earth has been created 7 times and destroyed, and this is the 8th Earth. Could you go into any details as to the very first Earth, which differences from that Earth to this Earth, and just a little any insight on that?
Of course, we all have our own. We have our own versions of your planet. As for mine, it was very loving in the beginning. It was very much kindness, different races, even some that were Asian were on your planet. This is after your prehistoric age. There's much Lyrans, however you word this. Many of them were on your world. There are many cat-like humanoids on your world. And it was peaceful at first, but then, yes, there was much destruction. Many negative energies came through, and I wouldn't say reptilian energies. Yes, that was there, but mostly the people of this planet became destructive against each other. There is also gray-like humans that were here, which ascended into our Asian populations. They were more gray-looking at that time, gray humanoids. But understand, it was very peaceful. It was very Atlantean, as you say. This was before your Atlantis, obviously. Many extraterrestrials were watching this world. The Nordics were part of this creation plan, but they helped life. Many Weirens are part of helping life on this world. Many Greys are actually part of it also. As for reptilians were not really welcome to the table. They should have invited themselves and became a test. But much of the darkness on this world was partially from reptilian, but mostly it was just what was happening. Human nature became violent. And that was the end of that time. But yes, 8 worlds. I see 3 actually, but we all have our different ways of looking at things. When you get the number 8, what I get is that parts of the world were taken out. Parts of the world, like half the world, was destroyed and renewed. Or half resides. So this is why you get the 3s and the 8s. So technically 8 is right. And technically 3 is right. So you're in sort of like the 4th world in many ways. So we all have our own ways of looking at things.
All right. And do I have any connection with your race and with your species? Have I also been inhabited back? If you can go into my soul memory, was I originally incarnated on the first Earth?
First Earth, yes. I think many part of your human colony have been. They just did not remember it. Obviously, that was a long time ago. If not reincarnated here, they came here as a alien species. But many on this world actually were part of this first Earth. They just did not remember it. That is all I have for that.
Thank you. Much love.
Much love. Much
Thanks,
kindness.
Steven. Hi, Darcy.
Yes.
This is Mark. When you said many planets will come back to life, what you mean? The energy will be much easier perceived by us, or something like that?
Oh yes, Jupiter. The likelihood of Jupiter being re-inhabited. Mars is technically inhabited right now. Venus are being re-inhabited. Jupiter is most likely candidate to be re-inhabited. Neptune, I do not see that being re-inhabited. Jupiter has many minerals and much history that can use a rebirth. And there's also, I forgot about this. And Pluto plays a part in your ascension process. I'm not sure if many of you are aware of this. That many that have been abducted on your planet by the Greys and others have been taken to areas of Pluto. Many reptilians are on Pluto currently. Negative ones, of course. These are ones that are they do not like your. They disagree with the way your world is right now. I want to put that out there.
Okay. I will say another thing is in the night of Friday to Saturday, I saw the face whose eyes have changed for light circle. Then I feel something change inside me. Can you connect to that and give me more information?
Is this object that you draw, or is this something different?
In my head, something in my head. I just see not fully clearly the face, and the eyes changed into circle of light, and I feel something change inside me. Positively, might I feel something?
Yes. Hmm. You said this. I have to get more information. I'm sorry.
Can you need my permission to connect?
I need more information of what you repeat what you said about this being. You said it had white light eyes.
First, I would give you permission to connect with me.
Yes.
And I see in my head not clearly the face, but I see the face and the eyes change into two circles of light.
I'll tell you what I have from that. One moment. This is, I know it's going to sound strange. This is a species from the moon that's not well known on your world. A primitive species. As for what it looks like, or what they look like, excuse me, I don't want to offend them. Oh, 1 second here. They are slightly like Martians, but they are not. They're like descendants of Mars, but they've found the moon as their second home as your world goes through what it's going through. This is like inhabitants of the moon. There's actually a species on the moon before. There's always been a species on your moon. I would say they're slightly more reddish color. They are humanoid. They're like the Greys, but not exactly. It's a totally different species. But the best, I am not getting a clear picture of who they are exactly. Obviously, I should know everything about them, but I am not familiar who they are. But let's see what I can capture. You would say the moon people, the moon species, about, as for height, I see them as 4 feet tall, but of course they're telling me they're 6 feet tall, which is not true. They're humanoid, but not exactly. They have, I would say, 3 eyes on their face. They are humanoid, long fingers. Like I said, they're gray-like, but they are not the Greys. Greys are seen as, 1 second, they're seen as insects, but these are not insects type of beings. But yes, they're like a moonman type of species, okay. And they're speaking to you, wishing to make contact. Eventually, they will to make themselves more known. This is more data about what's going on in your moon and what is going on with your ascension. Many of your elites are on the moon and things like that.
They are positive?
Yes.
Do they have a name will much easier to make connection with them?
The moon species or the moon people, that seems to be okay with them. They are very short, actually. They're not tall. They say they are tall. They don't know. Maybe they wish to be tall. That is probably true.
Do they wish share a symbol?
Let me see if I can connect with them. They are... Have you ever heard of the shadow people? They're something like that.
The shadow people?
There's something around those lines. They don't want to make themselves too well known. As for a symbol, one second. A pyramid structure with water underneath it.
With water under?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, I will begin with that. Thank you very much, and thanks them to open this connection with me.
Yes, they are very kind. They're strange. But they are friendly. They have much knowledge for your world. Yes, they're very similar to the Greys, but anyway, I have enough of that.
Okay, yes. Thanks. Noah.
Yes, dear Dorothy, those who are moving to 4D, they will be moving to a different planet. You said, which is called what? The new Earth or what? Or is it the same planet Earth at different
No.
density?
Yes, you'll be 4D will stay here. Those that wish to be in 3D, it is up in the air right now. Either they'll stay
Ah,
on your world and just live in their honeymoon of whatever they want to believe in.
drama.
Yes. Or they'll be moved to this uh,
Different
Venus. Yes.
Venus. That's they're gonna be moving there, and yet they won't know that they're moving to
No,
Venus.
they will not know any of this. They will see everything is as they. It'll be drama. It'll be some sort of drama, but they'll say, "Oh, we're still on the same planet and everything's great."
So
We'll
Venus
cont-
would be the old Earth then.
that will be most likely. That
Uh
is a
huh.
likelihood, yes. It is up
Wow.
in the air, yes. But
My
your
goodness
world,
sakes.
yes, yes, your world will be transformed, and you will stay here. I see that.
Okay, because we love our planet. It's
Yes,
so precious to us, and we love
yes,
Gaia. Um,
yes.
um, about the negative reptilians. The negative reptilians, you said they are on Pluto, right?
Some are, yes,
Okay, what density are they in? Because I'm surprised they are elevated and they have technology and everything, and yet they're negative. And what density
yes.
are they in?
They are in third density, as far as I can tell. They have technologies to put themselves in fourth density, so that's how they do it.
Uh huh.
But they
You've
are
got all that.
very, yes, they're very evolved though. They're very intelligent. They know how to manipulate densities. They're very some can manipulate going to 4D without a problem. Some cannot because their mindset, their belief systems
So
prevent them.
they are just like our governmental people,
Yes.
just like that. Okay. So what about the mini moons you're talking about? The mini moons is not quite clear in our heads because we'll have only one moon and there's so many moons. Why is it for? What is the purpose of so many moons?
The moons are part of, in my perspective, others have different. They have carried many energies to for your fourth density levels. They will many knowledges, many vortexes within their being. So it's part like stepping stones into 4D, into 5D. Many moons have many purposes. So not necessarily every moon has. One moment. I would see in your probability of your world as it evolves, I do see it transforming. I do see it larger in the future, though. I see you with three moons. These three moons will carry much possibilities of new life, of new discoveries for you to for you to elevate. Many moons, and plus these extra moons have to do with your world's transformation. So it has many levels of reason of why they're there to keep your
So
world stable.
do they function? I mean, they light up to us, to planet Earth. Do they light simultaneously, or they light together, or how do we see them? Just shining like stars on our planet from our planet
Yes.
together, all of them, the three of them all together.
Yes, there will be, I'm not sure of the alignment, but it'll be a way to keep your world obviously aligned, to keep it stabilized
Okay, sounds
through
good.
its evolution. And it's also be part of 4D and 5D. Those that wish to be a part of 5D will
Uh
also
huh.
be able to go into this realm.
So you mean the escalation will be faster as soon as we're gonna
Yes.
reach 4D? 50 is gonna be quick coming
Yes.
up.
Not all will choose 5D, but some will. So you'll be able to sustain, as far as I can tell, you'll be able to sustain both species.
I
Both
can do that,
both
but
densities. That's right.
simultaneously. Yes, I
Yes.
understand. Okay, that sounds great. So what
Yes.
is your purpose actually, Dorsey? What do you do for just to elevate us, to help us elevate, and
Yes. Yes.
you,
At this time, we're just observers. We're not to be involved with your planet at all. But as your world is waking up, you're in a giant wake up session right now. This is the beginning. Yes, everything's going to be slow as usual, but This is action. Things are moving. So many species are going to be coming through, and our knowledge will help you understand where you're headed. What is the possibilities of your future? Those that wish to stay in 3D, yes, they have many lessons, and that is their deal. But yes, it's mostly what we do. I understand this is a question that comes often. What do you do on a daily basis? We observe scientifically. We stay out of the way of different species. We're just more observers with science. Some you call chemistry. We're part of. We have arts part of our world, but not anymore. You're more science. We're more of just in awe of how your world is transforming. It is very exciting for us. You can say we're communicating to other species of your progress, because we obviously been here a lot longer than others. Hopefully that's all I have for that.
What is your lifespan, by the way?
400 to 500 years, if we wish.
Huh? I see. Okay, thanks a lot, Dorsey. I'll pass the mic. Merci.
Let's
Go, Steven.
Hello, Dorsey again.
Yes.
I was just wondering, do you have any messages for me, as in for connecting with my galactic family, or just any in general?
Yes, message from your father is your galactic father. It's that he is watching you always. And patience is very important right now, because your world must take time into this next level, because if it goes too fast, it will not be too pleasant. So slow is necessary right now, but it is all for a reason.
All right, thank you.
That's what.
Okay. I have a few questions from people outside of this
Yes.
place. We'll begin with Baby Moma, and she asks, when will I see Andrew and Joseph, the angel from Andromeda, face to face again?
What was her name again?
Baby Moma.
One moment. I do not see anytime soon. They're doing many things right now. In the near future, yes. When the time is right for them, they are much is going on in their world right now. They must take care of right now. So that is where they are.
Okay, she have a second probably
Yes.
part. Why did I lose contact with them in December 2013?
They're always around, but you're not unaware of them now. They are still around her always. In some ways, they see that she lost contact with them, not the other way around. They are still speaking to her. They are waiting for her to be ready for contact again. This is on her side mostly.
Okay, and the third one, and the last from Baby Mama, is in June 2013, I ate magic mushroom every day for a month, and opened my heart and third eye eyes, yeah, and earth, and opened my heart and third eyes. Why have I let my spirit get so dense since then?
So basically, she's not seeing like she used to see, basically. Is that correct? Something like those lines? She wishes to. Yes, there's much darkness around her. If I'm understanding this question correctly, yes, her third eye is not opened at all. Nowhere near as what it was before. many negative energies have closed it down. She has to go through a transition of her own. This is something that she has to go on her own to reopen it up. This is all on her side to open herself back up.
Okay. One question from Alexandru Drew. You would like to know if there is something worth mentioning about my past lives, and I have no idea if I have a galactic family and from which race.
What was the name of him or her?
Alexandru Yu.
There's many past lives on this world. Primitive lifetimes in the past, which is good. Through farming. Possible Middle Ages lifetime. Roman lifetime that is not too clear on this world. Galactic family. Palladian connections. And also Zeta Gray connections. I believe these are positive though. And reptilian connections, which there's, when you're in the universe, you always deal with them. Positive, negative. I believe it was more negative with them, but it was beneficial as for knowledge.
Okay. One question from Curly W. Too, I think. I wanted to know if I had a past life as an angelic being.
Yeah, several lifetimes as an angel being. What was the name of this person again?
Curly W.
Curly W. I'll just say this: there's a connection with mermaids. Also, unicorn energies. This is the earthly realm we're talking about. Of course, all of these are. If you've been on this world this long, you've definitely connected with all of these, but definitely angelic. Yes, several lifetimes as an angel on this earth. Yes.
Okay. I think the question is probably about something 2 days ago. I have more than 2 child, so could you be more specific about the race of the other? Am I gonna met them physically during this lifetime?
I'm not sure if I understand what.
I think maybe it's more specific about the channeling days when that's happened. I could just pass and offer ask her to come back with this question another time.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll jump to another user. Sound D1232. I had an experience in my early 20 years, and I was wondering if you could explain exactly what happened to me during that experience. Also, what ET was there?
What is this experience that they're talking about? What is this again?
I probably around when he was 20 years.
Such
but
as
don't have much detail.
I don't know. Yeah, it's experience, abductions. I'm not understanding.
Do your best if you connect to something or.
What was the name of this person again?
Shawn, SHAWN
This is just
1232.
1232, and it's just an experience when they were.
Yeah, experience in my early
20s experience. I'm not sure exactly. There is reptilian presence around him at that time. That was negative, but also a teacher.
Okay.
attracted many zetas. This might be more information he wants to know. As they were just observing, there's much aware and energy around him. Yes, this can go anywhere. It has to be more detailed. I need to know more.
Okay, Sean, if you can add more detail next time you
Yes.
write something. Okay, and we move to Rakim William.
Yes.
The question is, how can I connect more to with my Zeta Gray friends?
At this point, I can give you. They are going through a transition right now of quiet. They are not allowed to communicate at this time. That's why I don't see their presence as much. They are transitioning in a positive way into where they can interact with us more, or you more, I should say. They are observing as always, but they're going through a transition where they are allowed to interact with humans more on a positive level. There are many negative ones still around that are doing whatever they wish. But the positive ones are going through, I want to say a maturing level. They're going through, with the Wirans, with the Palladians, they're going through a process where they can connect with human race in a more positive way. They're doing this now through channelings, but their presence is faint at this time because they are, you can say, gearing up for more of a personal. You will feel their presence more, I believe, in a few months because they're going through a long process right now. They are still observing, but their presence, as for being seen, is become very thin. That is what I have for that. So it will be opening up soon. I believe you'll have an easy connection once this happens. Right now, it's quiet on all fronts. On a majority of them, it is quiet.
Okay, you have a similar question. How he can more connect to his higher self?
That is a personal. Through meditation, you must love yourself, of course. You must rid your demons. You must cleanse your mind to connect. Let yourself go in some ways. To let go of your negativity around you. Let the positive. Your higher self is patient with you. And also, you must let go of many demons to be able to hear their call. You hear them. They always talk to you, always sending messages, but you do not hear them because of all the menaces around this world. To get used to it, there are many conflicts on this world that have alien experiences, that have been on other planets, that come to this life and just wish they didn't. Many have trouble connecting to their higher self after being here. Because they disagree with the way this world is operated, the way it's conducted. That said, it all evolves within you to
Okay,
make this
and
transition.
and his third one was what is his life purpose?
There are many hidden talents within you that you're unaware of right now. I believe channeling is one of them. Connecting spiritually. I would say something with the arts, but I am not sure of this. I see arts within you. It is whatever excites you the most. That is the easiest way to answer that, because everyone has a different. Usually, it's vague and connecting to this. What makes you excited? What makes you happy? Nothing makes you happy. There must be something within you that you must find. Something that's either it's conversation with others, or it's. I see it's talents that he's not quite tapped into yet. That will lead him into a blissful time where he can live in this world where he's not with more harmony than anger.
Okay,
This is something he has to find on his own.
okay. One question from Symmetry 2. Are there any alien watching me?
Oh, 1 second here. Zetas are watching positively. Lyrans, Arcturians. Lyrans are interesting. It's a male and a female Lyran. Very ancient, very wise. They have much to teach you when the time is right. I feel you feel their presence when the time is right. Lyrans. Also, a canine species also. I am not connected to who this is, but it is a canine species also.
Okay.
Very positive, of course.
Okay. Another one from Marina Rodri 12. How can we use our imagination for higher goods of our soul?
To hire your it's imagination. It could be that could be said in different ways, such as if you're creating something such as music, you're painting a picture, things like that. You want to use imagination with is more positive, the better. If this is where you're going at with imagination, understand you can tap into angel energies if you wish and create art from their perspective. And this art will elevate others and make them feel better without. Some artists wish to go into dark. You can go into the light and help others wash away their sadness and their troubles and drama. So that can be in different ways, but if I'm understanding this correctly, art can be done. I'm thinking imagination is connected to art. I could be completely off on that. But that is what I have for that.
Okay. Rakim William will ask if you have any message for him.
Not at this time.
Okay.
Manuel, come on.
Noah, come
Well,
down,
there's a
please.
queue here. Okay, listen. You can come back to the questions again. We have a queue over here.
Yeah,
Not all yours today.
Noah,
Not all
please,
yours.
please. I
Finish
just,
off. Don't be. You have to be
Please.
ethic. You must have
please.
ethics of a queue. Okay.
I just spent a few moments with that, and we will have many time for our question. One from Sugar C. Could you please tell me what spiritual and psychic gift I have within me that I may not be completely aware of currently, such as spiritual tools that need my awareness for developing further?
What was her name again? Or what?
Sugar Seas.
Okay. What was the beginning of that question? Sorry about that.
With the beginning,
Yes.
could you please tell me what spiritual and psychic gift I have within me that I may not be completely aware of currently, such as spiritual tools that need my awareness for developing further?
Yes, connecting with. One moment. Connecting with. Yes, angelic beings such as angels. Yes, I believe connecting with angels and reading their energy to send messages to others that need it. I believe that is her connection. That is her ability.
Okay, Marina Rodri. One, is my aunt Elena and me having birthmark on a toe a coincidence? Thanks.
A birthmark on their. What was
Toe,
this?
on their toe.
On their toe. This is two people that have it.
her and his aunt Elena.
Oh, birthmark. Oh. Yes, this takes a little bit of digging into this. Birthmark of. One
Hit
moment.
on him.
One moment. Well, it seems like they were twin souls in another lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just a reminder that they are connected
Okay, it's good.
through other lifetimes,
Uh,
such as this one. That's what I have.
Hello? Can we talk now? Because this is impossible. Anyways,
Yes.
we have a queue of questions here. We have our dear friend here.
Yes.
Um, is asking about would something happen on September 2015, 22nd, 23rd, and 24 and 25 on the day of attunement? For this is our friend Marcos.
September 25th, there is a. The world will go through a phase, a vortex of a phase. Oh, it will be not first contact. I believe that is a rumor of first contact. That is not. That is not going to happen. But there will be a disclosure of information, but not first contact. There'll be, you say, a data dump during that time of your progress. You could say it's like a progress report of where you're headed. That is what I have. That is all I have.
That's what you got? Okay. Regarding the abductees you talked about earlier, are they all alive till now in
Some
Proto?
are, some are, some are on other planets. Some went willingly, some did not. Some are on other planets, yes, outside your solar system. On Pluto, some visited there. They did not stay there very long. And that was
Is
done by Zetas, I believe.
So they are alive
Somewhat.
till today. Some of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Okay. This is news to us actually. The second question is regarding can we have our control our lifespan by reaching 4D?
Of course.
Great. Sounds good. Okay. Can we do something? What will we be doing when we reach 4D? Like we're gonna be like you guys, elevating other entities, or
Yes. I believe
the
so.
rest?
Yes.
Just exactly your role.
Yes, I
And what else?
believe. Yes. It'll be a slow. Yes. Sorry to cut you off. Yes. It's a slow. You will have 4D energies, but of course, to reincarnate as a child, you'll have more strength, obviously. But as you are now, you will have power, yes. Of course, if you reincarnate as a child into 4D, you have more. You will be connected better, but you will have power, yes. As for being renewed here during your lifetime, that is a possibility, where you do not have to be reborn. That is a possibility where you be switched on. That is likely for some. I don't. But yes, you'll be able to do telekinesis, I believe, and things of that order. That's what I
All
have.
right. I pass the mic. Next is Manuel.
Hello, can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
I have a couple questions. I was listening to some information, and and this channel, YouTube channel called Galactic Connection. And this lady was saying that there is a movie called Tomorrowland or Neverland, and she says that there is a message for everyone there. Like, can you tell me what is that message?
Such as Tomorrowland or
Yeah, she says this is a message that is activating a lot of people, but I don't know. I would like to know what is that message about or what.
yes, it does. This does exist. It is happening currently. It has different names. That is one of the names they have for it. As for the message from there, I believe it's for another time. I believe it's not ready to go public right now. That is what I see.
She says that everyone needs to go and watch it because the message is that different for everyone. That's what she says. That
You
maybe
say
we
is this a movie or something like that?
there's a movie, yeah, a movie called Tomorrowland.
I understand.
This movie is about a girl that grabs like some coin and it takes her to like another dimension, something like
There is messages within everything, so I see what. Yes, that is to go see a movie and get a message like that. There is something like this already currently that is a place of messages of your ascension, things like that. As we're seeing a movie like this, that is up to you. This is not something that is. This is her perspective, but that's not something that's necessary.
that. Okay.
But not to say it won't hurt. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I have a couple questions from my mom. She and I meditate together all the time, and she
Yes.
would like to understand when she meditates, she sees a lots of colors, and she wants to understand what is that.
These are species around her, angels, those that passed over. These are just different energies.
Yeah, she says that she always calls to the angels and her mom and her dad. I don't know, but she would like to understand what are those colors that she sees all the time.
I believe that's them. They're just not showing themselves in their full form.
And do they have a message for her?
Why do you message us to not worry so much? Uh, take things day by day.
Okay, and she would like to also know what is the name of her spirit guide.
The name I'm given is Catherine.
You say Catherine?
Yes.
Okay. I have three little children that are my guardians, that they are in spirit, and I would like to know if they have any message for me.
Other than they're always around you, with unconditional love. They do not judge you. They give you messages time to time on decision making. When you come to a crossroads, you're not sure which way to go. This is what they said.
Okay. Okay, I pass the mic. I have more questions, but I pass the mic for to give an opportunity to the other ones. Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, kind of forget the question. It's a hard question to ask, but it's like, okay, Noha was talking about how you can like conserve your health by when you ascend to 4D by like time manipulation or whatever. And I'm wondering, is that because like I heard Bashar talking about how if you want to quit smoking, you can shift to a parallel reality where you never smoked, so then you won't have those problems. Is that what it is? Like shifting yourself to parallel realities where you don't have those symptoms, so it never happens, so then you could live longer, or is
Correct.
that yeah?
Yes, you switched. Yes, you move your consciousness to another timeline, basically, to another reality where you are healthy and without urges, such
Okay,
as
let's say you want to quit smoking by shifting yourself to a parallel reality where you never smoked. How would you do that? Would you just like by like friggin' believing that you've never
yes.
smoked, or yeah, that's it?
You put your mind into one way of doing it is you can picture different timelines in front of you, and you put yourself on this timeline where you no longer need smoking, you do not no longer need the urges, and you believe that this is happening, and you let go of your past. You believe, you put yourself in belief of this timeline, and it will occur. And it's, of course, you must make sure you stay on this path, because there are times where you slip back into that other timeline. But yes, there is possible. It's all in what you want.
Alright, thank you. Yeah, okay, so I've been watching this video because I've been trying to look at like what's my life path, like what's the lesson I'm supposed to learn while I'm here. And like I got this information on how to manifest your reality, and I'm really thinking that the lesson I'm supposed to learn is how to, you know what I mean, transition, like how to switch parallel realities. Like I know we're always shifting, but how to shift yourself from like a negative to positive.
Yes.
Is there any way you could tap in to see if that's part of my lesson?
It is part of all your lessons, actually. You're just unaware of it. You're just becoming more aware of it, that's all. Yes, as for, you must want these changes also. If you just say, I wish to win the lottery and let it happen and see you in 5 days or something like that, it does not work that way. You must put yourself into this timeline and believe it is happening, such as living it, such as laws of attraction.
Yeah, like I live as if I'm already living that reality.
Yes,
Like I
correct.
feel like I'm, you know, it already happened pretty much. Like I feel like I'm already rich as
Yes.
I can be. But and then I'll feel like a fear, and that fear is of becoming rich, and then I'll like look at that fear and examine it, and then get rid of it, and then it'll make me even more excited. And like that's pretty much what it is, right? You got to look at your fears, examine it, because that's what's holding you back, and then incorporate it and make it and or turn it into excitement, pretty much.
Yes, and there's things, certain timelines take time. Not all. Some do, such as money, some of those take time. So you must always be connected with it. As soon as you let go of it, it depends on how you let go of it. If you let go of it and just you can move yourself into a totally different timeline. So you must.
Yeah, I heard that like 'cause, like you feel the energy of how you would feel if you were there, but the moment that you stop feeling that, the energy stops and like the reality stops as well. Is what I
Exactly.
heard.
Yes.
Um, okay. Oh, I forgot my question. Frick.
Yes, it should not be hard. You must want this change. Wanting it helps you receive it.
Yeah, true. Um, yeah, I guess I forgot my question, so I'll just wait for later. But thank you very much. That really helped.
Yes. You're welcome.
Anybody else? Yeah, thanks again.
If there's nothing else for me, I probably should be exiting. But I'll leave that for you.
One more question, Dorsey, if that's okay.
Yes.
I was just wondering, when it comes to scientific technology and And if you could tap into my third eye, and just wondering where my where it's at right now as an opening of my telepathic and telekinetic abilities. I have been preparing and been somewhat not necessarily waiting, but preparing myself for these for a loving, equal, free energy and all these types of technologies and way of
Yes.
living.
Well, I believe you are ready for it, but the world is not. That is what I have for that. You are ready for all these downloads, and some of you already have, they just have not been activated. And much of this future, you already see it, but the world is not ready for it yet. So, technically, you are there, but not there. So, you are there, but your world is not there. You are ahead of many things here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I
Yes.
see a lot of different. I see it, where this world is going and where it can be, and I see peace and
Yes.
tranquility and love and light and equality. Everybody getting along and not having to choose fear anymore and not having to live in struggling and everything. Uh,
Yes, it's going in different directions. Some are going into the light, some are going into, as you say, more drama. So yes, it's going in different parallel Earths, you can say. That is all. I must be exiting for others to join you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you all for having me here. I hope there's no. Yes. Thank you for all these questions, and hopefully it would help those that are in need of these answers. And I will return at a later time when the time is right. And there are many that wish I was not here in the first place, but that is their problem. They know who they are. So thank you. Greetings to all. Namaste to all of you. Blessings and farewell.
What's up?
What's up?
Hi, Ivan.
Yeah.
Did you share the control panel today?
Oh yeah. No, I forgot. Sorry about that.
I will take it if you wish.
Yeah.
That could be useful tonight.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. Okay.
I got one word for you.
Yeah.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what's coming next. Okay, here we go. Yes. Use we use the word shalom as our blessings to all. Yes, your world uses this word in your Jewish religions, but you all should use it because it's many blessings of joy, happiness, and friendship within all. It means peace within everyone, not just one race, but all races. Of course, there's differences on your word, but shalom, the word, is so brings so much excitement to us because it is a positive, friendly word of welcome and hellos. I go by the name, that is not my name though. I go by the name of Dexter. Seems to be a word that is easy to remember within your collective. I am a frog, 6-foot frog from your world, not from other worlds. I am friendly, but bring much knowledge to you. In this, I understand you have many, and within your group have many differences, and that might cause some scuttling or troubles, but that is okay. These are just little things. But your collective in this group, and those that are aware of what is around, is bringing us much joy because you're becoming more aware of your surroundings, and that excites us all within the frog community. We are an alien species, but we are on your world on a daily basis. Yes, we are not channeled often or hardly at all. We are in fourth density. We are of those of knowledge of literature. Obviously, you see much literature of frogs, and that's because we bring much knowledge to your world. We are, of course, this whole thing of frog prince. So the frog, before it became a prince, is still a prince of kindness and joy. And it's just seen as a frog, but seen as different, but not as. Yes, it is weird, but we are no different than you are. We do not have the complexity of drama. We do not have this. We are loving beings. We wish for you all to become, and understand it's hard, especially with strangers, it's hard to become loving beings. Because strangers in your public domains, they have their belief systems. And if you all had awareness, it'd be easier to communicate to those that you wish to communicate to. But it's belief systems that separate many of you, not necessarily in your group, but within your world collective. It's belief systems that separate all of you. But hopefully, this will all change in your future, and we see this. It's a slow process. We do not see it as going quickly. But we give many prayers to it and much joy to it all. Oh yes, I imagine you wish to know. I am a 6-foot frog. I do have clothing. As for what this clothing is, does that really matter? But yes, we are part of your. We are aware of many things. We bring much joy to your society if you welcome it. If you have any questions, I am open for conversation.
Yes. Hello, Dexter.
Yes.
Do you know my friend Tyson? The frog?
He is a frog?
Yes.
Tyson, I believe so. He is short, correct? Have you seen him recently?
Yes, he's kind of short. He's like I believe he's like 4 foot tall.
Yes. Yes. He is very intelligent, very funny, actually. Very clever. A wonderful being. Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to connect with him, or I am connecting with him. Just would love to see him physically. And as for you, can you manifest yourself? I'm sure you can manifest yourself in 3D. is there a chance I'll be able to like give you a hug? You know, you're basically the same size, height that I am.
Yes.
So that'd be pretty cool. That'd be cool to give you a hug. Are you like slimy? Or are you the humanoid?
No.
What's your body? Is it like a frog or?
Yes, frog, slimy, in some ways, yes, but in a comfortable way. Slimy, yes, I understand what you're getting at. Yes, but we understand we are in 4D right now. 3D is permitted, is not permitted. Because of the Galactic Federation of Light wishes to keep us a secret. Understand, this is the one that just came through, did not mention, is that, understand, there's many rules on your planet for the Galactic Federation of Light. And those rules are for you as a human species to not be, we cannot help you, but we can give you information. You must help yourselves. We can guide you, such as guiding you into 4D. We are capable of this, but we cannot make ourselves known until you are totally ready. And we believe you are ready. But majority of your world is not. So only way to see us is in through 4D right now.
All right, how close do you see me as in becoming 4D and able to see you? I do get, flashes of light. And I was wondering if you can tell me the percentage of my pineal gland as in opening up and seeing 4D completely.
Yes, your gland is open, but your third eye is closed. And this is for many reasons because of your soul contract. It will be open in the future. I heard this September. September is an interesting month. Yes, many changes will occur on your world. And I believe your third eye will begin to unravel itself. Many things will happen, some in your skies, not so much. There will be changes within the Galactic Federation, but not major ones. Information, you will be we feel you'll be at a maturity level where you can receive more information of what is to come, such as your 2016 is very important. Much of disclosure of us is becoming, you can say somewhat becoming known, not entirely. This is a huge step right here with this communication, and more is to come. You could say we're just getting started.
Sweet, sweet. Well, I definitely encourage meeting and side to side and connection and any guidance that you could help me with as into moving into the 4D. Because I really want to open up my abilities and start healing myself and the planet. And there's people in my family that have multiple diseases that were born with feed disease where they can't eat proteins.
Yes. Things are changing. Just slowly. But this is just for your own benefit. This is for your own good, that is all. This is not trying to be harsh on you or anything like that. It's just your world has been through so much. For it to move quickly into another density is unheard of and just not a good idea. That is all. Is there any words of wisdom you might have, or messages, questions, things of that orders? Hopefully no mention of frogs' legs. Is there anybody out there?
Yeah, is everyone finished or? Yeah, okay. I was just wondering. I had this dream last night where I was partying with Rick Ross and Ace Hood, these two rappers, and I was like really rich, and I was gonna buy these fridges from them, these big huge fridges. I know it was weird. And then we like partied all night, and I passed out in the dream. I mean, and I'm just wondering, did that mean anything? Was that just a dumb dream, or does that like have any significance?
Mystery. Last night I was getting like downloads of becoming like a billionaire, like of receiving like or being trusted with a bunch of money and stuff last night too.
Yeah, I think it's like a time or some shit.
Yes, these are wish dreams. They're possibilities. You're
Okay,
just
cool.
waking up to it. Yes, it's
Yeah,
the
because
possibility of this.
yeah, because I meditate as if I'm living like this life I want to live, and I feel the
Yes.
frequency, and then I go to sleep. And it's like when I was dreaming and I was having fun with them, I was feeling the same frequency that I do when I meditate, as if like you know what I mean. So it's like that was the reality that I might shift to. Is that that's what I was kind of thinking.
Yes, you are in the early stages of you're like turning it on. It takes time for that. But yes.
Sweet, thanks. That's all I got. But thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
Okay, anyone before I begin ask people from outside?
Dexter, this is Ariel. If if God Brother Kasim and I were to work on this idea together, resonate and brainstorm different ideas, would this turn this possibility more to a probability to a for sure?
Yes, understand this though. It won't it won't always go as you plan, but I do see a change. You've for yes, you could say forcing a change, but yes, you're manifesting this change. So yes, the possibility is there. It all relies on you. Yes.
Working with trust and faith to
Correct.
eliminate expectations and just be able to follow the moments to get to that now.
Yes, if your heart is in the right place, these things will manifest. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, it is quite well. Quite well.
Okay. Hi, Lexer.
Yes.
It's Mark. We'll ask a few questions from people outside of this place. And before we begin, I just ask the people which listening to send their love and light to Noah tonight. She learned something today. I think everyone here. The first question is from Deviator. Why was I born under the sign of Scorpio?
Oh, that should not be a question for me. This is something that he should must figure out on his own. This is something he chose to experience. This is a general answer because this is something you choose to experience and to go through the trends of that sign, to go through the mood swings and things of that order you wish to go through. And also, it worked well with his family to be reincarnated. It was a time of much joy, I see, and many frequencies were at a level that resonated with him to be born into. Many lessons to be learned were available during that time when he was born that he wished to experience.
Okay. Next was from Symmetry. Any message for me from Spirit and Alien?
This one's interesting. Symmetry. You have two guides, male, female, with many blessings to you. You've been through so much, and they wish you so much joy, but sometimes they're not always thankful for these goodwills in your life. These what do you call them? Their luck in life. The little things that you have, you're not always thankful for them. They wish you to be thankful for the little things. And did they they want word from galactic friends also? Is that what they wish? A message for them also? Is that what this was?
Maybe. Spirit and Alien, you're...
Alien. As for Alien, Palladian energies and messages for a later time.
Okay. Another one from Deviator. Why am I being touched, especially at night?
I believe these are angel energies, probably spirit guide also. Because you have many energies you have not tapped into, they're trying to get your attention. You have many capabilities you are unaware of right now.
Okay.
They're trying to wake you up.
Okay, one from Raquel Williams. When I try to channel, I go into trance state. Can you tell me more about this?
More about. Yes, your body. I see that you're not. Yes, it is. It takes time to get used to this type of thing. This overwhelming energy. Yes, I feel fear on your end. You're not sure if this is right or not. I believe you're doing it the right way, but always protect yourself with the white light. Archangel Michael, things of that order. Always protections, because understand there's many entities around you that are negative that would be more happy to end your channeling abilities and bring harm to you. Understand that.
Okay.
So be safe.
Okay. One from N3I1. Can you please ask about how the gray came about? I have here two different stories. One is that they came from a parallel reality Earth, which they destroyed. Another is that during Lemurian time, the Anunnaki created them by mixing human DNA with the DNA of another species.
In some ways, as Anunnaki, the Greys were around way longer than the Anunnaki, but that is true. They did create a gray species, a more negative gray species came out of their creation. So, in some ways, that is true. They did have this. They were manipulating everybody, and they're testing, and they're doing some pretty dark things actually. Some was positive, some was not. Some turned into positive grays, some turned into negative. So that, yes, that is true. And there is a parallel Earth, yes, that is true. Grays destroyed the world in a parallel timeline, yes, but you are not on this timeline. Also, there's a reptilian one also, but you are not on that one either. This way.
Okay, it's almost finished, guy. Well, two questions, I think. The second one was almost the same. Who created the Anunnaki?
Is that a question?
Yeah, who created the Anunnaki species?
Who created the Anunnaki?
Yeah.
That is unknown. They are thousands and millions of years old. From a mysterious race that's not unknown at this time. You could say Lyran energies are part of their creation. Some Greys were, I believe, older than Anunnaki. The Greys were part of their inception. Reptilian connections also. There is a combination, but yes, the origins of Anunnaki are not well known right now. It is knowledge even they wish not to go public at the time.
Okay, and the last one for this moment, from Shand D123. He was asked a few moments ago about this abduction. I will begin with the exact sentence. I was asked to go into more detail. In my early 20s, I had an alien abduction experience, and I was wondering if he can explain who abducted me and what happened and why. Thank you.
I believe it was Zeta with a Nordic, probably a negative Nordic, most likely negative Nordic, that was by their side. As for why they did this, this was to evolve their species. They thought this would help their species evolve into more human, more emotional, humanoid, and it was not possible. They were not successful in this. Also, it was the Greys, but was, more of a queer energy. The queers, I believe they were part of this abduction. At least they were grouped with other Greys. I think they were a part of it also. But this was just to help them evolve their species, and they didn't care who they harmed in this process.
Okay. Okay. And for me, do I have any message for me today?
There are higher beings trying to connect with you.
Which Laren?
They're higher beings.
Maybe I don't.
Higher, yes, these are beings unknown to you right now. Lyran is one of them. There are others.
Do we have clear eyes with blue inside? Light blue inside?
Clear eyes with light blue, yes. They are here. I would let this, hold off on this for a later time. They wish not to be. They feel that your world's not ready for their presence yet, at least for communication.
Do we wish share his name?
The Blues is the name they give me.
The Blues. Okay. And the last one is, do we have any positive dragon around me today?
Yes, I see one. Yes. He is not totally known, but he is there. Very fascinating. Yes, it's hard to see him. If your third eye, you can somewhat see him. He stays hidden. He's for good luck.
Okay.
Positive messages.
You don't have message or name you wish to share with me?
All I have to say is there's much good luck coming your way. Just hold on, and things take time.
Okay, thanks him, and wish see him soon in my head, in my dream or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
You are welcome.
Hello, I have a question. Much love, by the way. There's been a lot of negative energy around me the past while now, and I'm just curious why that is.
Yes, 1 second. Let me see what I can. Yes, I see there is negative gray activity around you. From another lifetime, they are attracted by your energy. They wish to bring you down to their level. They are testing you right now. This is, yes, negative zetas, I believe. They are very clever, and they're trying to be stealthy about it, or incognito, or whatever word you use. I believe you can protect yourself with white light just by this communication alone makes them known, and they do not wish for it to be known. So there's a chance of them backing off now. I said there's a chance. There is. Yes, they're just like they're similar reptilian mentality where they just try to bring levels down those that are awakened. They wish to throw darkness over you and overshadow your light. So they are trying to be clever about it and somewhat successful, but I believe you have the capabilities of reversing this process.
Well, I like to take this opportunity to send them my love.
Yes, thank you. And I will send them information. I will send them love also to cut through their mentality of self-serving. It is not helpful to anyone and not even to themselves, but they still proceed because they believe it is right. They believe this is evolving themselves. They are in some ways lost because they wish to be the masters of this world because they see its potential, and those that are living here do not see its potential. Those here, obviously your group is different, but these Greys, this is the mentality of the Greys. They see that your world is capable of so many things, but it does very little. So they wish to be masters of your world, so they can take your talents and use you as slaves and things like that and evolve their race and have full control over this world. In some ways they do right now. But that is changing.
Okay. You finished, Shiny?
Yes.
Okay. Marco C, I have a question. When I was 5 or 6 years old, I had a dream about a big snake. She was in my room, and I remember this dream until today. So can you tell me something about it?
A big snake, you had a snake dream. I believe many childhood energies are being awakened through him. And some might be fears of his life now. So let's put it this way. What I see is that what he is living now is bringing a memory of the past forward. The same worries he had in the past of a snake or something trying to get him. And it's just a fear that is nothing to be afraid of. It's just an old memory that you're sort of living the same day over again when you were a child. I do not believe it's a species trying to get you or anything like that. And snakes aren't that bad, but this one, it might seem bad because it's scared, because you're a child, you're scared of it.
Okay. I think it will. I'm not sure if that answer to the question at the same time. The second part is why was that and who? Did you answer in some part to this part?
Why is
Why is the same is still for Marco? Why was that and whose? Probably about the dreams and
why did you dream the same thing again? I think I answered
yeah.
that.
I think yeah, wasn't it sure.
Snakes bring information. They're signs of change and good luck. So
Okay.
this is not always a bad. It might feel fear from his side, but I do not feel fear from this snake at all.
Okay.
Its times are changing for him. I see. Maybe in a knowledge form, maybe not a physical form, but maybe more of a knowledge. Snakes
Okay.
carry much knowledge. That is all I have.
And Marco wished to know if he had any message for him.
Only that snake will not bite you.
Okay.
That is what I have.
Any people have a question, or Dexter can?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
I have a dream question. Last night I had this dream where I was like in space, and then I was waiting to this elevator door to open, and I was having in my arms like a gun that throw flames. And when this doors open, there was like a lot of people coming out of the elevator. Some of them look human, some of them look extraterrestrial, and I was shooting at them, and I was burning them. And at the same time, I was feeling sad because they were letting themselves burn. They didn't do anything uh, to stop this. I don't know. What can you tell me about this dream?
It seems like. Yes. Me myself. I want to puzzle that before I speak. Yes, it seems like you're recurring a past life. Not necessarily in the elevator, but it was a past life where others were hurt by your hand. That's what it seems to be. That is the energy I am receiving. As for much regret within that, I believe that I do believe it is from a past life, though. It is a. It seemed like it was a. Whatever happened there was at the time was right. So there was no regret on your part because there was much threat from this other species that was causing havoc. So it was something that had to be done.
Okay, when I woke up, that was the feeling I had. It was a past life, and but at the same time, I was feeling sad because it was sad.
Yes, yes, there was. At the time, I do not see sadness around you, but maybe in this life you're feeling it more now. At the time that you did it, it was necessary, so you felt right. But in this life, you're sort of feeling remorse for it now. So it's this. There were certain things that were out of your control. These were orders, and these were things that had to occur because this species, I do not cannot connect to who this was. I'm not sure if it even matters at this time. I think it's better if it's not even mentioned, actually. But this species was a threat to others. And there were some within them that were positive, but it cannot be perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Dexter.
Yes.
I was wondering, I have some questions when it comes to densities and limitations of densities. Uh, we have been taught that in third density, the fastest that you can travel is the speed of light. Like that is our fastest limitation or our capacity. Now, when it comes to like 4D, is there a specific amount of where how fast? Like, is there just like in 3D where you can travel as fast as light, and then 4D you can travel this fast, and then you're limited, and then 5D and 6D, etc.
Yes, I do not have the terminology for this, but yes, it is at speeds of where you cannot see it with a human eye. It is through vortexes in the universe, through wormholes and things of that order. Yes, the speeds are, you can say, 1 trillion times faster than what the speeds of your world. Your world will not even be able to understand what they are witnessing or see it, for that matter.
And is that and which density is that? Is that
That's four duty. Yes, for fifth it gets faster. Fifth Fifth and sixth, they can almost appear out of nowhere.
all right?
They have the speed of unlimited ability. As
As
they become lighter, they are in some ways hard to even see them traveling because their speeds are so fast. But in fourth density, they can be tracked. At fifth, it is a little bit harder. That's what I can say on that level.
all right, and as for you and your species, you are currently residing on Earth. Were you born here of Earth, or do you have your own planets in third density or fourth density?
Yes, we do have our own, but I am here as a ground crew assisting our species on your planet to bring spirituality to your world, to bring much knowledge and observe your world. We assist with many species, such as even the Greys we speak to, the Wyrens we speak to, as a galactic family to keep your world steady. And as reptilians, we deal with them on a daily basis. They do not fear us.
All right, so you came from another planet, basically. You're just here observing here.
Oh yes, I was technically. You could say I was technically born here. My family is here. So technically, I was born here, but I am not from here. But yes, technically, I was born here.
All right, and
On ship, not on your Earth terrain, but on ship near your planet.
All right, and what do y'all like eat? Is it do y'all? I mean, I just thrown it. It's just no fun intended. It's a joke. Do y'all still have like big flies? Like you're 6 foot, so do you have like similar size flies that are equivalent?
Something like this, yes. Flies with chocolates on them. But yes, flies, vegetarian foods, insects that are not from your planet is actually what we eat. Actually, to be completely so you understand, there's insects from our world that we eat. We do not eat your insects. That's like an insult.
Are you able to fly?
Do I ever fly?
Yeah. Are you able to fly physically?
No, not at this time.
And how far? How like in Earth on 4D? How far can you jump, or how high can you jump?
Oh yeah, we don't really jump at our. We more dissipate. We can appear and disappear at will. So we don't do jumping. Some do. I do not do this.
Right.
Some wish to jump. Some wish not to. Some wish to. What do you call phase out and phase in? Tune out, tune in, something like that.
All right, thank you.
I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a queue here. After Shiny, please. Texture, tell me, what's your color? Is it green?
Yes.
And the density is 40?
Yes. 40.
That you appear and disappear. That means you also glide in your movement?
We can, if we wish. Yes.
So we'll be all doing all this. I'm looking forward to that. And when you say you were dealing with the reptilians, so that means, but I see you as soft beings, even though if you're 6 feet, you're, frogs as we see them, they're soft beings, So reptilians and dealing with you, I think it's kind of tough. Do you deal them mentality,
Yes.
mental-wise, I mean?
Yes, they have their ways of looking at the world, and we try to, you can say, talk them out of it. It isn't. We are never successful. Sometimes we are. Why you bother with this obsession? This obsession with suppressing this world, because many are waking up now, and they try to change the subject because they wish to stay in control, but they realize that change is upon them. But many of them are in denial of what is happening.
pictured, I see them as being a minority in space and also on ground, on our earthly ground. So how come they still have strength? They should have been minuted, you know?
Well, understand that many wish to be under their control, such as those in your third density. They wish to be under reptilian control, but they are not aware of this. But that is how it works. Your 3D, those that wish to stay in 3D, wish to be under this spell. And many are escaping it little by little. Even those that believe in your Illuminati, this elite, they do not believe in this reptilian wizard man. They deny it. Oh, that is nonsense. Even if they do see proof, they still see it as nonsense. So they stay in this spell world. They stay in this dream state. And this is how the reptilians keep their control. The reptilians show themselves as just fantasy, not real, it's insanity. And so many stay within their control. That is how they do this. Understand?
Yeah, I do. But they are minority, and their females, as we heard yesterday, their females are becoming more positive. So all the females have influences on Earth.
Yes.
Let's start with that.
But there's also the elites are keeping a control over your world, mostly. The reptilians give, you could say, the recipe to control your world. But they still keep it in a closed dream state, but your elites are the ones of the masters in many ways, because this is their world technically. They're using these recipes to keep the show going, this facade going on. So this is where it's more of a humanoid control. It is a reptilian control, but mostly humanoids are ones running the show. But technically it's both. I know it sounds confusing, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
a drama. It's going to take its time and its phase, of course. Yes, I'd like to keep my questions limited to 3, and I'll pass the mic for the rest of the group, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Blessings to you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question, and this question is from a friend of mine, and he's actually on the phone with me right now. And he's asking, he has an experience a long time ago where he was driving his car with his brother, and then they were driving in an area of a desert area, and they see a very bright light, and they stop, and he says that everything was very silent, and they were afraid. He's wondering what happened there.
A very bright light in the skies.
Yes.
You know, it's strangely enough. You would think this is Palladian or Nordics or even Greys. But when you said this, I picked up very strange nocturne energy from this, which is very rare. As for why they're doing this, they're making themselves aware of their presence, and they have many messages, but the one that saw this light, he has connections within our Arcturian society. But he is so wound up in this world, he is unaware of this. That is what I feel.
Okay, and he also wants to know if his spirit guide has a message for him.
What was his name again?
His name is Efigenio.
Only message I have is there's a female presence around him that is very loving, but not always to be trusted. I'm not sure if I understand this. But there's female energies around him that not always to be trusted, and to be aware of what he says might come to haunt him in the end. That is if I am even reading that correctly. That is what I have for that.
Could this be his mom? Because his mom passed away not too long ago.
Could be. That makes sense. Yes, just be careful what he says. Some like father and others. Something like
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay, thank you. That's all I have. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Dexter. Much love again. This
Much
is
love.
Ronnie again.
Yes.
I was curious, do you have any questions for us?
Is it questions or it's like there's many I'll tell you this. There is much disturbance in your skies, such as your planes that have been disappearing on a not a daily basis, but this is much concern. There's much going on that's not being told to you in an honest manner. There is many government deceitful information being fed to you, such as this Malaysian situation. I believe there's been 2 aircrafts, one disappeared, one's been shot down. Many governments are being completely dishonest. One that disappeared, I believe many governments do know where this plane is, they're just not making it public. And there is terrorism a part of it, but also...
Where did it go? In a different dimension? Where did it go?
I do not believe it did.
So where did it go? Tell us.
I do not have a location of this. But your governments are well aware of it, and they are not going to be honest with it. This is part of, you could say, many black projects are involved with this. You could say some alien activity within it also. It did not go into another dimension, but it is the one that disappeared, the first one. There's much negotiations going on with those that were aboard of it. I believe they are no longer with us within your world. So it is quite disturbing what has happening that is not being told in the public domain. There is much manipulations, black project type of agendas that are going on around your world that are keeping much secrecy of. Some are, yes, which is true, scientists that wish to be silenced. This is part of it. It is much black project technologies, or at least involved with black projects. These are where these planes are disappearing.
Black project by whom? By whom? By reptilians themselves or by the earthly beings?
No, I meant, yes, governments.
By
governments, different governments. Much to be silenced, much agendas that are going on to keep silence of these technologies that can be aware, that can help your society, and many have been silenced. Many wish to make your world a better place, but they have been put in the ground, to put it that way. So yes, fellow Stephen, who said, yes, there are technologies to make the world a better place. Yes, and many wish to do this, and then when they try it, they disappear. So this is involved with black projects because their science, their inventions are well known, and the black projects wishes to keep them silent, keep these technologies silent from your public domain. It is Russia, United States, Europe.
Why don't you guys, the good entities in space, can help us? Why don't you help? Don't say about goodwill, but okay, you're helping us in a good way, and you're communicating like just you are right now. So you can do that, of course.
Yes.
And you can sense the bad ones when they're doing their actions, you know.
Yes, but we cannot interact.
Interfere.
This is a human problem. This is not.
The human part has the reptilian part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But This is more human problem than ours. We cannot interfere.
Humans in their nature, they are good, but the reptilian part came in.
Some are not.
So,
yes. The ones that are doing this are not very good.
I know, but they're influenced by the reptilian.
Yes,
That's
but
why.
it's still humans doing this. And our,
Oh,
we
God.
can only do so much.
It's a puzzle. It's really, it's a vicious circle, you know?
Yes.
So this is why. Okay. I understand.
Yes, we
okay.
cannot. We interfere, but we try to help as much as we can. But the dark forces move quicker on many fronts, but not always. And those that are accomplished with the forces of good, you can say, much of that does not hit your public domain. On usually the negative type of planes being falling from the skies, things like that. Those are no record, but there's much good going on. It's just not recorded. It is not known, but much good is happening. Such as there's no bombings, at least on the American terrain right now. But yes, Middle East, that's a different story. Much of Europe is protected. Majority of it is, as much as it can be, it is protected. So there is much good going on, of course, but you cannot stop it all. That is where that is.
Yeah, I can't stop it all. But the coming future for the planes that are going on in the coming thing in the future would like to be protected also, you know?
Yes.
Can you do something regarding the future
Of
ones,
course,
please?
we will always.
Great. That's what we're looking for. So at least we do something from our side.
Yes, of course. We are always working the best we can. There's only so much we can do. We cannot stop everything.
True. I accept that. Thank you.
Yes. Much love.
Much love to you.
Yes.
Hi, Dexter.
Yes.
I have a few questions. One from Ollie McCauckley. The question is, I saw the purple orb a few weeks ago. Who was it and what does it mean?
What's the name of this person?
Ollie McCauckley. Ghlay.
It's an alien species that is not fully known. On your world, this is a yes, it's a humanoid species that I am not too familiar with. That is a protector type species, golden energy, positive energies that has many messages for this person. I believe they're from Sirius. That's what they are.
Okay, thanks. Another one from Rakim William. The question is, do I have any implant or DNA infusion?
I do not see any negativity there. There was great infusions at one time. I believe that's been reversed because it did not do any good. As for other infusions, you might have some Arcturian infusions. That is all I have for that.
Okay. And a few one from Gail Single. The first thing is, I am feeling much resonance with almost all of the spiritual information that I am uncovering. Can I consider this successful?
Yes.
Synchronicity of, do I need to be more guarded with my spirit?
No, I don't believe so. Correcting, this person is connecting properly.
And I think it's complementary about the question is, and can you give a general outline of where I am at with my ascension?
Who is this again?
Gail Single.
We're at the early stages of this ascension process. You're going through growing pains right now. You might feel energies that do not resonate with you, but will eventually, because these are being featured downloads that will help you with connecting with others, and your psychic abilities will be opening up very soon, I believe. That is what I have.
Okay, and his second question is, do aliens use their gray matter or brain to make decision as we do, in conjunction with spirit?
No, I do not believe so. No. Use somewhat similar, but no gray matter.
Okay.
I'm going to have to leave soon, so if there's anything else.
I will just complete the few things about the same question. Is that how there are a somewhat different goal for each species?
As for how they connect, correct. Yes, they all connect differently. Yes.
And similar to how dogs will try to manipulate us, but quickly fall back into their natural nature when feeling secure?
I'm not sure if I understand the question.
Probably is linked with the previous part, similar to how dogs, similar to how dogs will try to manipulate us, but quickly fall back into their natural nature when they feeling secure.
It all depends on who you're dealing with. Some wish to not stop and continue continue trying to manipulate you until they tap into you. Depends on everyone. All species are different. Those that wish to cause harm, they are all different. So I'm not sure if I'm understanding that, but
Okay, I think it's you have Steven and Manuel, which have a question for you.
yes, sure.
Really quick, this is kind of a higher type of question. I don't know. Anyways, just wonder if you can answer it. When it comes to souls and oversoul and evolution, uh, when a soul evolves to a certain state, as when you call source, um, is there more than one source? As in, like, once a soul has evolved to a certain state where they have, say, they have experienced all of the universes that the source has to offer, is there other universes with other sources that controls, has different manifestations, has different limitations and conditions, elements, and stuff to that?
Yes, you move on to other galaxies to learn new things. Once a galaxy, you have learned all you need to learn. Understand, this world is seen as a new beginning for many species. Yes, it is the title of this information. New beginnings. This world is part of many new experiences. New galaxies will be developed within this planet, this world. The species part of this world right now will be evolving into higher beings. As far as I see, very shortly. Of course, shortly can be 400-500 years, but you will be evolved into a higher state of being where you be creating galaxies of your own, planets of your own, of new species and new experiences. Yes, you are correct. Many will get tired of certain galaxies and move on to others to learn, to evolve their soul. But yes, your world in particular will, as complicated as drama as your world is, has developed an energy level of a density, of a mentality, of complex ideas that are unheard of in majority of galaxies in this universe or all universes. So you will be developing new experiences and new ideas. So yes, there is a time where they hit a block where they've tired out and move on, but your world is developing all of these, and currently you are developing these new galaxies. You're just unaware of it. Imagination, you're manifesting many species, your Star Wars, and many of those, not all, but some of those species within those films are being developed in other galaxies, which develops new experiences. So, very exciting.
Yeah, so if you wanted to become a source to like this planet where we all like
Yes.
a god or a source power,
Yes.
you can reach that state, and then you can control or create everything in the different universes and galaxies and species. And
As
stuff.
becoming a God source, in some ways, yes. There's always a God. God to us is a different species altogether, but to become a alien species of creation, yes. As a higher vibration, yes, you are correct.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
I have two questions.
Yes, it must be. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, one question is from my friend my friend Eugenio. He has a brother that doesn't speak, and he's ill. He has seizures, and he would like to know if his brother has a message for him.
And is this brother very young?
I'm sorry,
Is
what was that?
this brother young? Old?
No, no, he's like 50 something.
I did not hear that. What is
His
it?
brother, no, no, he's not. He's not young. Is his age? He's like 52 years, something like that.
Does he have a message? All I received from him is that be patient with him. This is the life he chose. This is the existence he wishes to go through to teach others many lessons. He is a teacher in many ways. That is what I have for that.
Okay, and other question I have, with what kind of entities I am connected with which extraterrestrials?
With other alien species? Did I hear that correct?
Yeah, with which extraterrestrials I am connected with.
Arcturian, some Pleiadian, Zeta Grays at one point. Of course, you all connected to many. Lyrans, but only through. I don't believe you had a life as a Lyran. I do not see this. In Orion, you had a lifetime. Orion Galaxy. Mostly in the Orion Galaxy. Experiencing different species that are unknown on this world right now. And also, you had connections to Andromeda. Some reptilians, but positive ones, not the negative ones. You've had connections with them, such as friendships, friends, peace wars, things like, or peace, lifetimes of positive energies. And some
Okay.
within the insectoids lifetime. Yes, that is all I have.
Okay, last question. The other day I was driving, and there was a lot of traffic on the road, and then I asked to myself, what is the incubus and succubus grid? And then when I finished that question, a truck hit me in the back. What happened there? I would like to know what happened.
It seems like you struck a nerve with a species. Hmm. And this driver of this car behind you was taking control of, it seems. And they left their body or left their consciousness, and this is what I believe that. Were you stopped at this time, or were you in movement?
Yeah, I was stopped because there was a lot of traffic, and then this truck hit me in the back. And
Yes,
yeah.
I believe he lost consciousness at a moment. He just blacked out, and that's where that occurred. He was not totally with it spiritually, connected with himself, so it was easy to be blinded by other species. As for who did this, it is very. The signatures, there are negative spirits there that reptilian and gray type energies are around him.
Around that person.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes. What you said have ignited this collision.
Dear one, this is Noha again. What I was gonna say, he was asking about the contract. Our contract, so if we don't like it, we can change it. That's what I've learned. And it's gonna be easier at 4D, right?
Yes.
So, okay. Being at 30 now, so what is your tip to do so? To change our contract for a better future of us?
Right now, I'm losing energies. To connect with
Oh,
this is
it's okay. It's
becoming.
okay. It's okay, of course. We can
I believe
postpone it
this
to
has
the.
been brought up many times here.
It's kind of confusing though. It's not so simple as
You just
explained.
move yourself into another timeline, a positive timeline. You live this positive timeline.
Yeah.
That's how you do this.
By
You wish it.
meditation.
Yes, meditation. Yes.
Sounds good.
Meditation, and you feel the energy of this timeline that you wish to be a part of, and you feel like you're already living it. That is how you do this.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yes.
I want to hold much of you because you're draining.
Yes,
So,
I am powering out.
much love to you. Thanks
Yes,
a lot.
I must go. Many.
Come as soon as you want.
Yes. Many positive energies to your world.
Yes.
Be kind to your frog species that is hopping around.
Okay.
Give them a kiss if you wish. They enjoy that. You might support
Really?
them.
Okay.
Blessings to all.
Much love.
Joys and happiness. And always laugh when you feel that urge to laugh. Laughter is good for all. Greetings.
Welcome, Ivan Teller.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, we went long. And that's long enough for me.
Okay. Okay. Got you.
I can't go any longer. That was draining enough.
Good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Very good. Good stuff.
And this guy is cheerful. I like him. This
Yes.
last frog.
Yes, good stuff. Yes, I felt this frog around me all day today. And yesterday.
I got something in my mind for next time. Bermuda Triangle, Dragon Triangle. What's their mysteries?
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That was good. Anybody like to say prayer? So we.
Yeah. Much love to all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to add something. Just thanks the people outside of this session for the question. We do the best for answer it. And if I miss some question, just type it for the next session, and we will do our best to follow the flow and the energy and the place for answer to you. Good night.
Yeah, we have a lot of people asking questions. I know it's causing some hecticness. There's a lot of people want to get through, so it's I have to figure something out. But thank you for helping that. If anybody, Stephen, would you like to do a prayer?
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Eu resto reishikos de costa costa ma hisatwa hisushia. Do di costi me hastro casacata. Tadekatakia ta yino hostro heshakash hisata tetikatorinika. Tania turkoha. Tursiata tikos nakiena hayo. Tono hosta pasana ho tatiania katuda. Tanikatusa patas shikshar suro hokata. Yoshiki kiki kotoa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else before I hit the button?
Thanks, Ivan, for
Thank you.
everything.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for helping with questions.
Much love to you. Thank
Much
you.
love. Thank you. And we're back here at 8 o'clock Eastern. Thank you all.